Today we'll be checking out this 3500i Smart Air Purifier that was sent to me by the brand AIRDOCTOR. Gonna go ahead and run a couple of tests with this thing to see how it reacts. That way you know exactly how it's gonna work for you. Our first test is gonna test how it reacts to smoke. Make sure it's sucking up that smoke and purifying the air when I have it set. So I do have it set on the auto fan speed mode right now. Blue is gonna be the best quality, yellow means a little bit dirty, and then red is gonna mean it really needs to clean that air. So I'm gonna go ahead and blow this candle out real quick. And you can see it's sucking it straight into that purifier, making sure it's purifying that air. There is a little sensor on the side as well, so we'll give it a second and see if it does change colors. And you can see it did change to that orange color, and you can hear the air speed or the fan speed increasing, which is what you want it to do when it's on that auto setting. And now it's at red because it really did pick up all that smoke that did put in there when I blew out that candle. So passes that test to be able to pull in that smoke. So it is pulling in the smoke, and whatever else it pulls in through all these sides right here, which is really nice. And we'll go ahead and look at the filters now. Let's take a look at the filtration system for this real quick. It's easy to find it. All you gotta do is pop off this little panel in the front. And this does have a 3-in-1 filter. So it has a pre-filter on the front side. So you can see me kind of pulling this off. That's gonna be that pre-filter on the front. Then you do have the carbon filter that's gonna trap the gas as well. And then on the back side here is gonna be that HEPA filter, which is easy to take out too. So easy to remove these and swap them when you do need to clear this out and kind of change the filters. But as you can see, I just put mine in there, so it is very clean. And all this is nice and easy to put in as well. Just make sure you line it up correctly. One of the corners is gonna be kind of slanted, and that's gonna make sure you put that in the bottom right and it fits evenly. So all you gotta do is push it back in there like that. And then you just stick this panel back on. And that is how you swap the filter. Those are what the filters look like. So let's go ahead and move on to the next. Now I'm gonna go ahead and test out the different fan modes, the different speed modes, how it sounds. So I'll give you an idea. I did put it manually on the first speed right now. You can see it's still very quiet, not moving that tissue paper too much. And that is gonna be the second speed. And it does take a couple seconds to change the speed modes. So looks like now it's on the second one fully. A little bit louder, but still very quiet. And then that is gonna be the third one. You can see it's starting to whip that tissue paper around a lot more and getting louder. And that is going to be the max speed mode. You can see it's really whipping around that tissue paper now. And I'm just going to go ahead and turn it down to that lowest setting again, so you can see it kind of go down. But it's nice setting this to the automatic mode, because that way it puts the fan speed at exactly what it thinks it needs to be in your room. So if it's super dirty, it'll go ahead and put it at that 4 speed. And if it's not that bad, I'll just have it at the lowest speed setting. So I just want to give you an idea of how it looks in terms of the speed of that fan and how it sounds. So now I went ahead and downloaded this app. You can see it looks really nice. You can input multiple purifiers if you wanted to on the bottom. So I clicked mine right here, and it's going to tell you a lot of information, such as the temperature, humidity. It'll tell you the number of particles as well. And as you scroll down, you can see you can control the power, the fan speed, turn on the auto fan speed mode. You can dim it, set the timer. You can do a lot of stuff with this app, which is really nice, and it'll show you that historical data from the day as well. You can see kind of when I lit that candle and put the smoke near it, it definitely spiked there on that graph, which is what you want to be able to see. It is very nice to be able to just use all this information, watch it throughout the day when you're not home even, and be able to control it. Let's take one last look at this 3500i Smart Air Purifier sent to me by the brand AIRDOCTOR. On the top, you do have all the controls, which is nice, and then the fan itself is going to be shooting out the top there. Wi-Fi button connects to the app, which I showed you earlier. You do have the timer, fan speed, you can put on auto. And then in terms of the purifier itself, it is suctioning in a lot of that pollen, dust, smoke all around here, which I did show you with that little test where we lit the candle and then blew it out. You got your sensor on the side here. Nice handle on this side as well. Very easy to carry around and move with you. So if you're someone who lives in an area where there's lots of pollen, maybe you live with a smoker or you have a lot of pets, this can definitely be useful. So I definitely do recommend checking out this 35i Smart Air Purifier sent to me by the brand AIRDOCTOR.